Welcome to the Adirondack Fire Tower adventure to the top of Spruce Mountain that is part of the Adirondacks range in the town of Corinth, Saratoga County, New York. The Spruce Fire Tower trail begins at the far end of an existing snowplow turnaround. Disregarding the abandoned logging road to the right, Kelly and I headed into the woods on the left, crossing over a stream that runs through a large culvert. Yellowfoot Trail disc can be followed right up to the trail register, where I began by signing us both in, and we continued on the trail. The yellow disc can be easily followed up to the entirety of the trailway. After leaving the register, we ascended along a moderate grade to roughly 0.2 miles up the trail, where a stone wall can be seen on the left just before the trail starts to bear right up close to the stone wall. This point of the trail was erected by the Adirondack Mountain Club with the guidance from the Department of Environmental Conservation. Now being on the new trail, it passes through an older grown forest with good views because of the clear understory beneath the tree canopy. We had to maneuver around a fallen tree that had landed across the path, but quickly found our way around the minor obstruction. Now back on course, we crossed the remnants of another stone wall that crossed the foot trail. Soon after passing the old wall, it was obvious the trail was becoming steeper with a much rockier looking path. After getting past the rocky obstacles, the trail began to level slightly, where we passed through an area of the trail that the woods began to open up again. We passed through a spot where an old tree had once blocked the path, but you can see on each side where it had been cut open to free the way. From the looks of the fallen log, it had been there for quite some time since the tree had once fallen on the path. Just a few short paces further, we came across another log on the left side of the trail, which to me had the appearance of a heart shape on the end. Kelly and I snapped a couple of pictures of this unique looking heart shape. As we continued, we were welcomed by some very nice looking fern clearings that were created from logging on the mountain some years ago. Reaching the end of the ferny forested area, to our delight, we looked up and reached our destination, the summit of Spruce Mountain at the base of the fire tower. The Spruce Mountain Narrow-Meter LS-40 Fire Tower is the tallest fire tower in the Adirondacks. The tower was built in 1928 and was staffed up until 1988. At the base, you can see an electrical meter box that runs to the antenna mast of the tower. The meter box is powered from the electrical service that runs to the top of the mountain. Despite the electrical being run to the tower, it is not very noticeable being slightly downhill and hiding on the backside. The trail leading to the tower is on public lands, minus a few hundred feet section that's midway up the trail. With a successful team effort between many years of negotiations and money spent by Saratoga Plan, we have the trail on the public section. For the section that is not public, the DEC and Lime Timber out of Hanover, New Hampshire came to an agreement allowing hikers to cross on a public right-of-way. The Adirondack Mountain Club helps keep the communication between Lime Timber and the DEC to make any negotiations needed to keep the trail open to the public. It's very important to know that the private section of the trail is closed to hiking during the northern zone regular deer hunting season. Dates on the season can vary around the later weeks of October and continue through the beginning of December. Just something to be aware of and keep in mind if you're looking to hike the mountain later in the fall, but always check the DEC's website for exact hunting dates. As always, thank you for following along on our adventure. I hope you enjoyed hearing some of the history of the tower in Spruce Mountain.